Hi, I'm John Waterhouse, and this is Weekday Wisdom. So my question is, are you happy today? And I say today because happiness is not a constant. You have to keep choosing to be happy. We all do. But that's not a bad thing. Whatever we're feeling is always a matter of choice. If we're living our lives consciously, happiness is an easy choice, but we still have to choose it. Sometimes it's perfectly acceptable not to feel happy. Sometimes it's appropriate to feel sad or serious or concerned or even to feel grief. But let's not stay there too long. Those kinds of feelings wear on our bodies and on our psyches. Happiness actually creates endorphins. It creates activities in our bodies that support our good health. So it's far more than simply an emotional state. It's an important thing to be happy. It's valuable to be happy. It's helpful to our lives to be happy. The more time we spend feeling happy, the better our lives will continue to be. So a couple of years ago, Barbara and I adopted what we called a Global Day of Happiness Proclamation. I want to share that with you now, but I want you also to understand that proclamations aren't written in everyday English. They're written in a way that sounds very formal, with lots of whereases and therefores. So let that just set it aside and listen to this and see if some of this doesn't resonate with you. So here we go. Again, Global Day of Happiness Proclamation. Proclaim to the members and friends of Center for Spiritual Living, whereas on behalf of the members and friends of Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville, we proclaim today and every day to be a global day of happiness, recognizing that the honoring of happiness is in order. And whereas we request that each of us embrace a life of exuberant behavior, a philosophy of optimism, and that we just dedicate ourselves to spending time each day expressing and experiencing happiness. And whereas every global day of happiness will help us to participate in simple pleasures like smiling and hugging and laughing, the more in tune we are with our own happiness, the more we are inspired to express good into the world. And whereas by coming together to honor happiness, we are projecting an attitude for the future, an affirming attitude for the future. And whereas happiness increases confidence and self-esteem, leading to success and a healthy lifestyle. And whereas this Center for Spiritual Living Asheville is committed to working to support the welfare, happiness, and success of all who call this their spiritual home. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the Reverends Dr. Barbara and Dr. John Waterhouse, ministers extraordinaire, do hereby proclaim today and every day to be a global day of happiness. In observance thereof, we call upon the good people of this center to join us in recognizing this as a happy day, and to proclaim ourselves and one another all the very best and happiness always. In testimony whereof we have hereunto set our hands and caused to be affixed the great seal of the Center for Spiritual Living Asheville on this 19th day of July 2009, signed by Reverend Dr. Barbara Waterhouse and Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse. So perhaps there's something in there that reminds you of why it's a good idea to be happy. And we invite you to be happy today and every day that you can. And knowing that that is so, we'll let this be a fantastically happy day. Have a great one.